Huge, exciting content ahead for Madden 24 Ultimate Team on this Market Monday. Here is your content schedule for this week. Pretty expected, the big one being Super Bowl Pass, which will be part 1 of the Super Bowl promo starting this Thursday. Let's look at the AKA crew players, though, from today. You have Dante Whitner, strong safety, 95 speed. Really good card on a bunch of theme teams. I know he's Browns, Niners, I believe a few others as well. Icky Woods, a brand new legend in the game, running back, so he's not going to be anything too special, but 95 speed. Bengals theme team for him, that's all I am aware of. And then the LTD is going to be Steve McNair, and I have talked to a few people. He seemed to be the currently best quarterback in the game because he does have a better release than CJ Stroud. Pack-wise in the store, we did get the AKA Cruise Champion pack. Normally when we get this pack, this costs 5,800 points. That typically means the champions, or at least the new champions, are really cheap. That doesn't look to be the case. This more has impacted the older AKA Crew champion cards like LaDainian Tomlinson, Josh Dobbs, and pretty much every card is under like 450k for the most part. Again, apart from the new champions, which are like 600 to 650k. I guess the one positive from this pack, Steve McNair is only 1.4 million. I say only 1.4 million because the LTDs the past 2 weeks, Reggie White and Calvin Johnson, were going for like above 2 million coins on the first day they were in packs. If you want extended coverage of the market and how I make my coins, subscribe to the Coin Bible exclusively on Team Get Lucky, link in the description. Next up for this week, we have the MCS event. It's going to be 3 days, 2 of those being this week. That is going to be tomorrow as well as Wednesday. The reward for watching the streams, will show all the rewards eventually. Kyle Pitts, tight end, 95 speed, not the best run blocker, but one of the best receiving tight ends in the game. Here is your full like watch times as well as the drop rewards. From what I understand reading this graphic is there's going to be 3 different events, and each of those events you can watch up to 240 minutes. So you're going to be looking at a total of 6 of these MCS tokens. And with those 6 MCS tokens, you can see the rewards on the bottom of this graphic where you can earn the Kyle Pitts for 3 tokens, and then you can take your other 3 tokens and either use it on a standard drops pack, or if you missed out on any of the old MCS champion players, you can take your other 3 tokens and use them on that. I do believe there's going to be a final reward if you have all of the MCS players throughout the year. You're going to get like a Grandmaster card on the 9th of February. Next up on the content schedule, weekly wildcards. A very forgettable program already this year. The card art is very plain. The players very basic. And luckily, they just added the 1 or the discounted or the 0 AP, I think, ability slot, or an extra ability slot on the player like later on in the week. Their sets are interesting. They do require any of an overall plus a specific weekly wildcard player for their champion set. Champions this week will still be 94 overalls. They'll become 95 overalls next week once we get the overall boost this Thursday. Investing wise, or like prepping for weekly wildcards, I need EA to show that they actually care about this program and drop good champions before I even remotely consider putting coins into this program. The most exciting content drop of this week, though, is going to be Super Bowl Part 1, aka the Super Bowl Pass promo. And in the main menu of Madden, they actually have shown or teased that some of the champions probably getting released this Thursday, and I'll list them off accordingly. Skip through this part if you don't want to know the champions. But Doug Williams, a brand new quarterback for the old school Redskins back in, I believe, the 70s or the early 80s when they won, I think it was a few Super Bowls actually. Back then, you have Art Monk and Heinz Ward, some receivers. Terrell Davis, as seen on your screen. Warren Sapp, Cam Chancellor, Mel Blount is back in Madden, and Andrew Whitworth, more of a current legend from just the Rams a few years ago. But hopefully, that is just the beginning of the Super Bowl Pass promo. Past few years, it's been one of the best content drops, just because the excitement of like the legends we get. Last year was like Jerome Bettis, Julian Edelman, some really good cards last year for part 1 of the Super Bowl. Of course, Super Bowl Part 2, that is where you get the 2 teams, the Niners and the Chiefs, where you get like the current champions, the current player champions. That's how they've structured the content the past few years. That has been for the Super Bowl promo. But prep wise for it, these are going to be 95 overall champions with 96 overall LTD. So if you do want to pick up some 92 overall cards in the days leading up to this, it is probably better to do so. It's always cheaper to buy a few days before, so you can do that if you want. On a smaller note, and I forgot to mention this last Market Monday, but you can go ahead and play through the Legend Solos, or the second Full Legend is available to be earned through solo challenges. Right now, you pretty much get a fantasy pack of any of the legends currently in the games, and they are auctionable. So it's a free, 300, 400k. If you do want to get your grind on, if you have never played the Legend solos altogether, you can get 2 full legends that are auctionable, and you can actually save the pack and get the newer legends as they release each Saturday. The only thing about that is we only have 2 more legend releases this upcoming Saturday and the following Saturday before that program turns to Ultimate Legends, and your pack will not turn into an Ultimate Legend pack. So you're not going to be able to get like 500, 600, 700k for any of the new legends coming out, but 400, 300k is not bad. And the final thing I want to talk about, because we are getting that overall boost this Thursday, or at least we assume so, 95 overall champions, 96 overall LTDs. That also does mean we are getting an odds boost across the store. So that means mystery pack rollover time. And finally, training has hit a mark, hit a price, hit a point where it's really, really good to buy. You can buy 94 overalls right now, really, really cheap. That's what I've been focusing on, just because it's efficient to only have to buy one 94 overall for like 250k or less, rather than buying 10 or 20 88 overalls for super, super cheap. So I've been buying 94 overalls, 3.5 per. I'll throw the trading spreadsheet up on the screen. That is what the number we need to be buying at in order for the mystery pack to cost around 30,000 coins, and that's been the average return rate of the mystery pack throughout the entire year. That way you can break even or lose a little bit of coins even if you don't pull anything. But that's the mystery pack rollover. I guess if you are unaware of the mystery pack rollover or how it works, all you got to do is buy training right now, open the mystery pack right now, but don't open the packs that you get from the mystery pack roll, and thus wait until Thursday when the mystery pack then changes in price, or in training price, it will go up in price. That means the odds across all packs have changed, and that will include the packs that you have earned and that have rolled the past few days from the mystery pack roll. And then you'll feel free to open them and sell the players accordingly. But that is all for Market Monday. We actually had a lot to talk about. I think we went through every single promo, talked about the stuff I wanted to talk about. Let me know down below if you have any questions about anything, and like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.